Scott Morgan here with Broncos Radio. Joining me is Coopersville's new athletic director, Travis Nichol. Travis, welcome to the show.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
Travis, let's get a little bit of history on where you came from and how did you get here at the athletic director of Coopersville?
Yeah, sure. So I grew up pretty close to here in Marne, Michigan, but I went to Kennewick Hills, and then after that I went to Grand Valley State University and studied to be a teacher. And after college, went to Northview, first at Northview East Campus, their alternative school, and then taught a total of 8 years at Northview High School, and government, history, some other electives and things, and then coached a lot of sports. My main thing was hockey. I was a varsity hockey coach there,
okay.
But also did girls golf and girls tennis, and then a bit of everything, helping out with other sports in our athletic program there. My wife is a teacher here at Coopersville, and she's been here, I think it's year 9 or 10, and we moved out here 2.5-3 years ago. And at that point, I was in anything I could do to get here in Coopersville. I loved it. I went to that homecoming parade a few years ago and was like, this is where we need to be. And was able to get a teaching job here and taught similar things that I did at Northview, and then some electives. And then about the same time James got here, so we've been working together, and he's been great with teaching me some things and letting me be part of an athletic program. And so this year we started the K-8 facilitator position, and I was able to serve in that role and alongside James. And I always kind of knew at some point I wanted to be in athletics, an athletic director, and James moved across the world and opened up the position, and thankfully the committee and the staff here was offered me the position, and I'm excited to get to work.
Definitely. You said you talked to you were the K-8. What was the biggest thing with that in that program?
Oh yeah. Well, really, maybe I should backtrack. Probably the hardest part right away was stepping away from coaching for me. I mean, I loved my team and my players, and it's so hard as a coach. You come so close to them. So that was a big move to be able to do that. But once we were able to make that decision and move forward, a big piece where this kind of position came from is I think while I was teaching study skills at the middle school, and realized, man, we have some kids in that class that are not playing any sports but are super athletic, and where did we miss them at some point along the line that they're not participating in sports? And so that's kind of where the vision started, and we started doing some research and studying and seeing the correlations between athletics and academic performance, mental health. And we realized we have to increase our participation, and so that was really the first goal. And right when I started in about November, we started pushing for new sports, and we added middle school soccer, middle school for boys and girls, co-ed tennis, and we're adding lacrosse in this upcoming year, and then we also added baseball and softball. So a lot of opportunities for our students. And there's always that fear, is it going to take away from other sports?
Right.
But we actually saw an increase of 118 more students participating in middle school athletics this year than we had the prior year. So that's kind of been the focus of the position, and really drawing the connection between the high school and the middle school, and having that streamline between our programs.
Okay. So now you're coming in as the athletic director. What's your goal or what's your vision, for this position? What's Travis want to see, down the road for Coopersville athletics?
So, well, first, I'm excited. I'm excited.
Be here. It's kind of like, I did it. I got it.
Yeah, we got it.
Now you got, oh, I did it. Oh no.
Yeah, now we got to get to work. Yeah, I just love being a Bronco, and I think with my family being here too, is and seeing all those kids and friends, and I just love this community so much, as being in this community, and I feel like I want to carry on a lot of the traditions that have been built. I mean, we have that 100-year game this year, and so there's that piece of just continuing this great things we have in this community. And then really carrying out the strategic plan to also keep growing. Our school district's growing, so how do we prepare for that, and being prepared for that in our athletics, and continuing to increase numbers and challenge our student athletes in the classroom and on the athletic fields, and then carrying out the strategic plan that James kind of got started, and we were able to work alongside him a couple years ago. We met with a lot of community members, and we've already seen a lot of that progress, and it's just carrying that over and working through each one of those steps. But ultimately, it's the day-to-day to be connected with kids and coaches and supporting them in whatever ways they need, and just helping our community continue to be successful, and it'll be fun.
You're coming in at a auspicious time too, and being new, we're starting a whole new conference and league. So, what's your thoughts on being on the River City Alliance, the RCA?
I'm really fired up about it. This is maybe a little bit more excited. I've been fortunate enough to run the social media for the River Cities Alliance. Part of our Technology for School Culture class was taking that over. And so we launched, I think, in November or something. And it's been really cool because I think it's a unique opportunity to blend like athletics, academics, community. Like we did that pizza challenge to see who the best pizza is in the River Cities Alliance, and shout out to Fatsil's for that. And just like bringing that connection is really cool. And I think the consistency, like we were going through old stuff, and there's a football on the back with Sparta. There's just years and years of games against them. Now we can bring that rivalry back and just really building on some of those old traditions. And I think it's going to be pretty special as we do that. And just the consistency from year to year with rivalries. And there's a lot of things we're going to collaborate with, and we already have, just having that ADs in a smaller room. There was a principals meeting that was really cool I got to be at, and seeing them share ideas with the different schools. And so I think we're just at the beginning of what is going to be a lot of success for all the schools involved in the RCA.
Looking at not only the RCA, looking at when you look out your window, what do you see out there? Construction. What do you like about that out there?
Oh, in our facilities.
Yeah, our facilities.
I mean, what a time to walk in. We were watching a video yesterday with that Coach came and showed me of, I think it was like 1989 football game they have on YouTube, and it was the one side of the bleachers. There's no bleachers. There's just cornfields. And so to see it yesterday, to like walking out there and be like, wow, look at this new stadium we have. And I think that's allowing us to grow the sports even at the middle school level, and then to streamline our soccer program, for example, and our lacrosse program. To have that space is huge, and our school's growing, and it's just state of the art. It's beautiful, and it's just continuing to, as we add that video board and we continue this project. Softball field's being done next year will be great, and the weight room coming in a couple years, and it's a perfect time to be jumping in because everything's like brand new.
And you get to go, okay, I get to make it what I want to make it.
Exactly.
Speaking of your family, you give us a little update on your family, obviously. Wife, kids?
Yep, yeah. So we have 3 kids. 6-year-old Trenton, he was in kindergarten this year, so he'll be a first grader. And then Tyler, he's 4, and he'll be in preschool next year here at Coopersville. And then we have a daughter who will be 2 in August. Busy, and but it's cool. We only live a few minutes from the campus, and get to it's easy to run home, and it's easy for them to come hang out and walk around the campus with me. And I think it'll be really cool to have our whole family here invested in one place. Just love being Broncos.
Okay, yeah, especially like say coming from Kenowa Hills to here, it is different. And like I said, I'm a transplant as well. Came from middle of the state to here. And this community, is special and everything. And what do you want to tell the community?
Well, that's a good question. I think like I hope that we just continue to honor the community and honor the traditions of all the people that have come before us, and that's something our athletic program is going to take a lot of pride in and already does, and want to keep that going. Keep coming out to our events and supporting us. There's no way we could have the success we do without the support of our community being there. And it's always amazing to me how many community members come to our events that are not, maybe don't have a kid on the team anymore, or even a sibling or something, or a grandkid or whatever. They are there to support Coopersville, and I don't think there's very many places like that around. And I'm very thankful to be able to be in these shoes, and so come out and support, and keep supporting our Broncos. It's great.
Good. Thank you. I appreciate you taking time out.
Of course, anytime.
I know it's going to get busy here for you real soon, if not already. And like I said, we will see you in the fall with football season, and the fall season, football, volleyball, and soccer, boys soccer, all those events and everything will be going on, tennis, golf, everybody all doing their things, and you'll be a busy man. I'm sure.
We are. But we got a great team. There's a lot of amazing people around that support. That's not just me or Beth. We have a lot of people that helps make this thing move. So I'm thankful for that.
All right. Well, thank you.
Yeah,
That's it.
absolutely.
We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you.